Okay, so the purpose of this presentation is actually to showcase the user journey through the phase 1 ISAP. Let me take you through the user journey very quickly, and then I will take you through detailed description of the various screenshots. All of the different screenshots and elements that I'm going to be going through right now will be further explained in the document attached to the email I just sent. So first, user will end up on the home page. From the home page, the user will actually authenticate, and then users will have the possibility to answer the FABS questionnaire. If they answer the FABS questionnaire, they can then move on to the second level questionnaire, which is the ISAP questionnaire, and then users also have the possibility to, from then, go to the standards map questionnaire. So you'll see that the document mentions 3 different types of questionnaire. You need to do the FABS in order to do the ISAP, and you need to do the ISAP in order to then move on to standards map, and all of the information that you collect is kind of building your profile as you move on. So the information, the questions you'll be answering in the ISAP answers will be saved and will already pre-fill some of the questions displayed as part of the standards map questionnaire. Based on users answering the ISAP and standards map questionnaire, well, they end up with an opportunity or a diagnostic report, which they can share with other users. And then there again, based on how far the user has actually gone in the sustainability journey, that is to say the actual questionnaires that were answered, then they would have different types of functionalities under their My Account. Of course, we don't expect users to do all 3 questionnaires all at once. They can actually build through the different profile and then actually end up with different functionalities under their account. I'll also be presenting an edit profile page where users can edit the information that is displayed under their My Account. So now let's go through the different phases one by one. So the homepage, co-branded ITC UNGC. There'll be some static content at the top of the page. Users will also have the possibility to select different languages. Right now you see English, French, and Spanish. On the wish list, there is also the addition of additional languages. The central part of the home screen will basically be a slider that will showcase the user journey and the different type of information and reports that they can generate, and basically the kind of USP of the website. At the bottom of the page, there will be some teasers as to the forthcoming analytics and Pharma Solution module. So we'll try to actually fill in some information showcasing the number of companies that have actually undertaken the questionnaires, and also provide information as to the upcoming UNGC events that are taking place. And as you can see at the bottom of the page, there will also be some space for partner organizations that have powered the website or helped us implement it. It's worth mentioning that throughout the application, there will be some guided tool, there will be some supports. For instance, each time a user will actually land on a questionnaire or generate a report or get to their My Account, there will be a guided tour, at least something to help them along the way, understanding what they have just generated and what they are currently visualizing. With regards to the login, there will be, of course, the possibility to accommodate for existing users. Users will be able to register for free, filling in all of the key data model of the GS1. So name of company, email, country, product, existing certification, annual turnover, number of employees, placement in value chain. Will be changing the wording of some of those, but essentially the idea will be to collect as much information that is core to the GS1 data model from the onset. There will also be, as you'll see in a couple of minutes, an actual place where the user can provide additional information about their company. But the information that is here will really be core, as it will be already pre-populating their profile and potentially as part of phase 2 and phase 3, pulling information directly onto their My Account space for the Pharma Solution and Analytics module. So once they've logged in, they'll end up on the FABS questionnaire. You can see the FABS questionnaire right now on the screen. Essentially 10 plus 1 questions, yes, no format, using the FABS branding. It's also using the same kind of logic that is being used in the standards map so as to really make sure that the user journey is homogeneous throughout the different questionnaires and application, and that the user doesn't actually realize that they're on standards map at a later stage. Following the completion of the FABS questionnaire, there's a pop-up that's going to come up, basically either inviting the user to go directly to their My Account, which will really be kind of their home from now onwards, or to actually continue onto the ISAP. If the user goes to My Account, that's kind of the barest level of the My Account you can get, where they get information about their company. They can edit their profile. I'll show this a little bit later. They can have the possibility to go and continue the kind of sustainability journey by accessing the ISAP questionnaire at a later stage. And also what's really important is, as part of their My Account, they will always have the kind of farmer solution or analytics solution that is being displayed to them, right? Everything will be fed through automatically. So right now, you see on the screen how to improve your sustainability profile. That's what I mean by farmer solution. Well, there they would have access to documents that's of interest to them. They could identify local or global contacts, attend events, share information through different forums, or get the latest news. Right now, as part of phase 1, we don't foresee to be in a position to actually, really customize this space, but at least we could pre-populate it, with some fairly generic content, which we can then further refine. From there, from the My Account FABs, users can actually move on, and actually enhance their profile and move on to the ISAP questions. ISAP questions are 30 plus. Basically, information that will be provided under the FABS questionnaire will already kind of pre-generate the ISAP questionnaire, as the questions under the FABS questionnaire act as kind of parents to the children questions that are made available under the ISAP. Right now that you can see that each of the FABS pillars will be dealt with in a single page. Users can answer yes, no. We are also looking towards implementing the function, the option for users to actually comment on their answers. Once they've done the ISAP questionnaire, they can then move on, and we can tell them that, listen, your opportunity report is now ready. This is really the first thing that they have generated, and this is what the opportunity report could look like. So we actually process the answers that they have provided for the ISAP, and we come up with some percentages. And we also display the company information. And right now you can see that the company information is made up of 5 tabs. The overview tab is automatically fed through and automatically made visible to the user from the onset. Then the contact, production, trade, standards, all of this can then be pre-populated from their My Account once they actually edit their profile. They can add some logos, to their company, and also information that was entered from the onset as to the existing certifications can be displayed here, or they're again further edited through their edit company profile functionality. Then moving on, from their actual opportunity report, they get to their My Account, but this time their My Account looks different, right? What we display is at first the kind of scoring, and we also benchmark them against farmers that might have a similar profile. So might be coming from the same country, be producing the same product, have the same placement in the value chain. Now, as to whether we'll be able to really provide something robust for phase 1, I'm not sure, but we'll try as much as possible to already include that feature, at least to provide some kind of aggregates at the country level. What you can see as well is that the farmer solution has changed a bit, in the sense that by default, once the user accesses their My Account, then they would directly have information displayed from Standards Map. And in order to improve their sustainability profile, they could already review some of the standards that may be applicable to their producing country and that may also be applicable to their product. And from there, they could select some standards and actually proceed to the last kind of questionnaire, which is the Standards Map questionnaire. Nothing would change with regards to the questionnaire in itself compared to what it looks like under the Standards Map application. And once they have finished the process, then they end up with a diagnostic report, which is first made up of the opportunity report and then with the information of the roadmap. So essentially information about their commitment to comply to additional standards, right? Or how they are actually doing right now with regards, or how they are committed, so to speak, to compliance to some given standards, with the actual roadmap being displayed in front of them, which they can edit at any moment in time. Then finally, once they would complete the standards map questionnaire, they would get to the full account, so to speak. So they'd get the FABs information, they get the sustainable agricultural roadmap, with specific assessments run against some standards, with some specific scoring, and with the farmer solution at the bottom of the screen.